From Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.
Here to perform our national anthem, please welcome award-winning, multi-platinum country music icon and star of the upcoming Fox series Monarch, Trace Adkins.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Hello everybody and welcome to All-Star 15 TV on the broadcast tonight. It is the Extreme Forces Racing League's Where's Turn 460? If you don't get the joke, we're at Pocono Raceway in Long Pond, Pennsylvania. In the broadcast booth with me is my good buddy TJ. How are you, pal?
I'm doing good, AJ. I'm doing real good. Love to be here broadcasting. Big wrestling fan. Huge night over there. So distracted. But cannot wait to call this race.
Speaking of big wrestling fan, it's Raw's 30th anniversary on the USA Network. DVR it. Stay here. Do that.
I wish I could say the same for our other host, AJ.
I was going to say, we're missing Mr. Wrestling Guru.
He's not racing. He's at wrestling in Philadelphia. As he says every week.
Not saying I'm kind of jealous.
As he says every week, not wrestling over anything. Wrestling over everything. And that even means the broadcast tonight, apparently.
Yeah, apparently. But TJ, I think we're in for a pretty awesome race. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. These Gen 6 cars, actually, when they turn down the mileage from 500 to 400, they really put on good shows here. And with the talent we got in the Extreme Forces Racing League, like I've been saying all year, it's going to be a good one, everybody. You're going to want to stick around. So, TJ, what's going on your end? How have you been?
Pretty good, AJ. We, team-wise, we got a driver out tonight. He is out plowing snow. 30 car will not be in attendance, but otherwise, I'm doing good. Just hoping for a good race. I've never figured out Pocono. More often than not, Pocono, I've lost races in the final 2 turns here, more than I've won them.
Well, the thing is with Pocono, each turn is absolutely, completely bleeping different. And with this being a fixed setup league, you can't adjust a car pre-race to try to get it working in at least 2 corners, because you're never going to get them working in all 3. But holy cow, do we have some lap times out there, TJ, and they are effing fast. Didn't say it.
Get close.
I did get close, but Mr. Tyler Aspinall doesn't have it on the back bumper today, so hold on. But really, right now, it's Dustin Dean in the 25 with a 53.92. And, oh, there's a little contact right there between Aspinall and the 29 of Brandon Richardson. Everybody's going to save it, but it's really easy to get loose on these turns. Now, you brought up some of your racing stuff, TJ. I don't think you've run Pocono on the sim yet.
I'm actually making laps right now.
Are you really? And how's it working out for you?
I haven't hit a wall. I haven't got loose. If I get to the right screen in time, I can tell you what lap I just ran.
I wish I was able to see it, but you're running as a spectator.
A 55.4. Is that any good?
Do you want the honest truth?
Yes.
Or
I know I'm not that good.
Dead last.
Well, right, but I mean, like, how far off?
About 6/10.
I'm okay with that.
Dead last, but 6/10 off.
6/10 off of the other last place guy.
Well, TJ, this is a track that your tires gotta get warm to grip into the race. I don't like it when you say, "Oh God."
You didn't want to keep this car, right? It was good to just kill it because it's dead.
Oh, dude. Yeah, I gotta pay for that. Granted, Mr. Joe Hutchings has some winnings coming my way for us winning the Daytona 24 twice.
I mean, it's not total. It's just seen better days.
Oh, I can't wait to see that comment section when he hears me say that. But yeah, I was crew chiefing for Hutch Sport Racing's All-Star 15 car and having some fun with that, as always. We won by 32 laps.
That I heard.
In an almost 2K lobby. TJ Teddy Long.
Oh, I know. Listen, playa. Y'all won by 32 laps.
No, we should actually, now that I'm thinking about it, Gary, I don't know if we should call it let's see. There's a couple Fords and Toyotas, mostly Chevys, though. You are right, Gary. But look at this gap coming down the front straightaway, TJ, which you're probably at the back end of because you're probably still in the car.
Well, they died.
Big wreck.
They
John
died.
Bartlett. Oh, this is because the practice is ending and they're like, hey, we don't need these vehicles no more.
Yeah, I tried to drive. I mean, I can drive through it because I'm invisible. But if I hadn't been invisible, I would have been dead too.
TJ, you've always been invisible to women. I mean, cars. I mean, what?
Anyway.
Meanwhile. In the Hall of Justice. So, I'm trying something new, everybody, on the ticker. Let me know if you guys are preferring the upper ticker or the side ticker. But appreciate everybody watching on the Facebook series or the YouTube series that I have set up with the Extreme Forces Racing League. But qualifying has started, TJ, and honestly, with qualifying, I feel like you kind of run it like a super speedway, in my opinion. And I have no clue out in the world of sim racing. I'm just saying this as of what I've seen, because I had a Thursday night league here at Pocono, and looked like they threw away their first lap and made sure they got an excellent run down the front stretch into turn one. Wondering if we're going to see that again tonight.
Yeah, I would assume you would want to just get as much speed. I mean, I guess, I don't know, maybe even throwing away the first lap, you get a little more heat in the tires, get a little more grip.
I don't know. We have a bunch of drivers in chat right now. Let us know what you think. You're also going to see all your comments on the right side of the screen. So let us know.
I mean, I
Y'all
feel
are
like
probably smarter than I am.
in my little test run I did that I was taking it easy. I might have been able to, I'm sure I could have got more out of the car. And it still wasn't a horrible lap. I never got loose. The only time I did is when I touched the apron trying to go really hammer through the tunnel turn. So I'm curious to know, I mean, I would assume you just set up one of the laps to get the best possible run down that front straightaway to carry the most speed, to be at your highest achievable speed as you take the line and go green.
Mm-hmm.
And then from there, it's just, you know, hug the bottom apex the turn and pray, right?
You're looking at Justin Hughes on your screen right there as he's just getting through the tunnel turn. Yeah, we got 20 people watching, whether it's Facebook or YouTube. What's going on, everybody? Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Twitch has been putting my stuff on a blackout delay for some reason.
That is strange.
It is very strange because it only does it with iRacing. And the first lap for Hughes is gonna go. Well, first off, it's Bartlett right now with a 54.3, and then it's Hughes with a 54.37. Ooh, he's gonna have to crack the throttle in 1 and 2 down Long Pond straightaway. I think this is the Long Pond straightaway.
I think you're right. This is the longer one, and I think the pond is in this one. The other one's a short shoot, which it's still not that short, but shorter than the other two.
Well, the front stretch of Pocono is the longest straightaway in NASCAR, and I think that was just recently beat out by the backstretch in Coda.
Now, AJ, I know the tunnel turn is the turn from Indianapolis.
I knew you were going to ask me this freaking question.
Do you know the turns for 1 and 3? What they are from?
No.
Well, we will have to Google it because I don't either.
It's already been doing. I'm already doing it.
I know it's, I want to say like, no, I'm not even going to speculate. I just know that tunnel turn is the turn from Indianapolis, and that's like one of the most important turns in this track, and I never get it right because I never get it.
Google is a wonderful thing as everybody's watching qualifying.
You know that they say the internet's for.
Yeah, I'm not saying that word.
As long as you knew.
I love Avenue Q and everything, but nope.
Just as long as you knew. The internet is for corn. Big lumpy knob. It's got juice.
You the bad mother trucker.
Just remember, fire truck, fire truck, fire truck. This is a beautiful looking monster number 90 tonight of Josh Fox. At least that's what I'm on board with at the moment.
Feeling like a monster.
It's Monster Chaos, but spelled it with a K. I don't know if that's intentional.
I mean, that is a mistake I would normally make.
I mean, is it like Mortal Kombat Chaos? I'm confused. But, I mean, it looks nice all the same.
For what our wonderful chat is saying, Turn 1 is Trenton, turn 2 is Indy, and turn 3 is Milwaukee. This is why we have a very educated chat.
Okay, so somebody
Because
educate
we have
me.
the
Where is
dumbasses
Trenton?
up here. New Jersey? Trenton, New Jersey?
What is it? A corner at like 5th and 8th? I mean, what?
No, that's a town, I think.
I'm aware. Is there a racetrack there?
I did. Sure.
Uh,
Oh, I like cheese 3434 just subscribed to All Star 15 TV.
is he getting a hell yeah?
He definitely getting a hell yeah.
So it appears as though
Hell yeah.
qualifying has ended, and Travis Lapanis is going to be your #1 qualifier.
Well, let's run through some of these drivers. Travis Lapanis is going to be your pole sitter, followed by Tyler Aspinall outside pole. Farron Elam and Dustin Dean are row number 2. Row 3, it's Donnie Bartlett and Brady Floyd. Keep doing that every week. There's something wrong in my head. Maybe it's the 36 hours I was awake for. Could be an issue. Row 4, Dominic Hughes and Wayne Lau. Row 5, Bradley Stefane and Austin Green. Row 6, Joe Darnell and Daniel Park. Rob Hattenback and Gary Lewis going to be row 7. Row 8, it is Devin Smith, who is the fastest in practice. Words. And Josh Fox. Row 9, it's Frank Hughes and Justin Hughes. And row 10, it's Lee Krause and Matt Cochran. All right, TJ, as they're gritting and getting ready to go, pick a driver and tell us why you're picking them.
Pick a driver and tell you why I'm picking them. How about Tyler Aspinall?
Didn't you pick him last week?
No, I do believe I picked the winner, number 20, Brady.
I'm picking the 3 starting from 3.
The reason
Well,
I'm going with that 92 is because he has been fast at places all over on the circuit and just has had the luck, not of the Irish. If I don't know what's the opposing of the Irish, the English, I don't know. But the dude just needs to catch a break, and maybe Pocono's lucky for him.
maybe it is. You had Gary Wells in the chat say he's picking Farron Elam for starting 3rd and being the number 3 car.
Can I pick Farron Elam for the best looking car? I don't care what anything else look like. I just love that Haviland car.
Oh, that brings back memories. It's even got the Winston logo on the
That thing
banner
looks
across the
sharp
top.
as stuff.
All right, everybody. We had Gary. Everybody else, pick your champions tonight. Who you think's winning the race? We got 60 laps around Pocono Raceway. That's TJ Barnier. I'm AJ Capola. This is All-Star 15 TV. It's gonna be good if they make it through turn 1 Thursday night. It was kind of eventful. They didn't make it through turn 1 the first time, and that was the only caution they had outside of the stages.
Did that happen to be potentially the 92 of Tyler Aspinall that didn't make it through?
No, Thursday night with one of my other leagues.
Oh, I don't know. These guys were just talking. Something. The 92 said something about I'm going to try not to do something. As I think he just bounced off the wall, warming up his tire.
Well, you gotta remember, you gotta make the rotor red before you get it completely fixed. And if you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
All right, TJ, here we go. Pace car is in. And
They,
green flag in the air. We're live here from Pocono Raceway.
in the words of the Joker, AJ, here we go.
All they needed was a little push. As they fly off into turn 1, it's Travis Lapanis on that inside with Tyler Aspinall trying to get a nice run coming off the top end. He's going to have to slot into that second place position. Battling now for 3rd, it is Dustin Dean trying to get by Farron Elam all the way down to... Ooh, I lost a lot of breath there.
That was
The
awesome.
tunnel turn.
Oh, we got trouble.
Oh, no. Oh no, our buddy Matt Cochran. Oh, Jesus.
Somebody got loose right behind the 20. I'm trying to get zoomed in.
Oh, we're backing this up. Trying to get a good view of it.
Oof, I think that's going to be the 09.
The 09, I think, is
Daniel Park murdered the poor 21 and collected.
Well, we're going to see it from the blimp cam. Here it is.
Collected everybody.
See the 09 on the inside and the monster. He's just going to, clip the 21. And it's just going to stack up the track. And we're going to have a lot of drivers involved here.
Had a big run into the tunnel, a little stack up ahead of him, and I don't think he was prepared for the car to do what it did. The 89 gets a piece of him after the fact.
We're going to go back further. We mentioned Matt Cochran.
Yeah, I have a feeling his day is done.
Good friend of both of ours, and, every week we're talking to him in one of our messenger chats, and he's just so excited to get to a racetrack, especially with this league. And unfortunately this isn't the first time lap 1 bites him in the butt and there's nothing he could have done. We're watching on board with him. Yeah.
I do believe the old Tennessee Orange machine of Dylan Dunford was involved. He was right behind Matt in the 11.
Well, Matt got it fired. The complete. Oh God, he's got almost a 10 o'clock, not 10 o'clock. Almost 2 o'clock. The steering. So it's kind of off.
Yeah.
And fastest lap of the race is gonna go to looks like Dean Qualley. Oh, now it's Greg Fornick with a 1:36:20.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. The 09 triggered it. Other people just trying to slow up and not get involved. The 90 turned the 69. Then the 90 gets a piece of it. The 4's teammate, the 2. I swear these two every week get caught up together. The 2 got caught up in it. I think the 03 of Justin Hughes got a piece of it. I'm trying to just get many views of this as I can to try to see.
It looked like Daniel Park just misjudged the turn, came up and into the 21, and it was like a domino fight there.
Yeah, and I mean, so many people were just trying to get on the brake. Somehow the 95 managed to not be involved. I think the 12 got through relatively unscathed. Never mind, he got a piece of it.
And
he looked like he got through, and then he...
For everybody watching at home, if this is your first time on YouTube watching the Extreme Forces Racing League, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. You'll get a very awesome message from Stone Cold Steve Austin, chugging a couple beers. Not saying it's one of my favorite pastimes, but on a warm summer day, if the beer is nice and cold, I would do that. I almost did it after the 24 race.
So, AJ, I think the best possible camera for a potential ride-along of this crash might be the 51 car.
The 51?
61 of Frank Hughes.
Frank Hughes. Cockpit view. And away we go.
He gets a view of just about everything.
Crap. Alright, I would just come down pit road at this point and just change shorts. Sounds about right. Another reason why I don't have driver audio active, because we probably would have heard that.
Very likely.
Sounds like driver Mick Olofsson has about 5 minutes of repairs. Yikes. Hate when that happens on the first lap. Because, you know, you do all this practicing, you qualify, and your night is over and done with before it really even gets started.
Yeah, I mean, it just was kind of unbelievable.
Oh, Andrew Nagy. Whoa, Andrew Nagy, what's up, pal?
There's a name I ain't heard in a long, long time.
What's up, dude?
Hey, was that a hey?
Gary Lewis just subscribed.
Did you
What's
just drop
going
the
on, everybody?
F-bomb?
No,
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure.
I don't know.
Now I don't know, but we're green here at Pocono again.
I know one thing. I'm going back to around the restart on lap 5 if anybody's watching. I think he said it and I didn't even know it.
I mean, we had a counter of it on Saturday because drivers were scaring the crap out of me. But look at this.
Very
There
tight
are
for
some
4-3
serious-
now. The
Go back
front-
even further.
Oh my goodness, they are all in. Ooh, everybody's checking up. This could end up being a very big problem. The way these guys are having to check up for each other. 25 is making hay right now. Paynes is trying to get a runaway as these guys swap spots. In the top 5, they are just so tight.
Now, TJ, these tires need to get worked in. They need to get some heat in them because we've seen a couple drivers so far get loose.
Yeah, the 25 about mid-turn there did, and here goes the 3
Oh!
3 wide for second.
This
This
there
is
and taking a look
these
at
guys
that.
racing like this race is about to end, and the 3 pulls out of it. Smart call. I love his racing, you know, like mindset there of trying it. It didn't work, and he got out of there before it got bad.
Well, TJ,
and he almost be taken out.
It's Pocono. It's either rain or fog. So take your pick. Both will end a race. There's Aspinall sitting in the 4th position. We have single
Christopher
file.
Busher
out.
will not complain.
Neither will Logano at New Hampshire. Your biggest mover early on, it's Dean Qualley up 19 positions, sitting in 13th, about to make it an even 20 positions if he can get by Brandon Richardson.
Now, was he one that benefited from the melee there, I assume?
I would assume so. But looking throughout the racetrack, we're currently on lap number 7. Dustin Dean is going to take the lead away from Travis Lapanis.
His
You know, for all those...
AJ, I don't know if you, at some point, if we get a break, I can't see what exactly happened, but when Dean Qualley's camera finally comes back to, he is in the middle of that crash on the opening lap and doesn't look like he got a piece of it.
That Mustang looks pretty good. No damage on it. But we're going to go back up to the front because Travis Lapanis is falling backwards. He is stuck on that outside. Yeah, Dominic using the 83. He's going to keep fair and Elam looking to that outside.
Yeah, he's letting in there into that turn. I was afraid he was going to get in the back of the Lapanis. But 89 is got the 25 under fire.
Well, let's see if he gets a really good run down this front stretch. Draft is going to be a big thing. Aspinall looks like he's going to help Stefane. Well, let's see what Dustin Dean in the 25 is going to do into turn 1. Is he going to send it?
Right down
almost
on the apron, not touching it, just right where you need to be. good corner, but I believe the advantage here is going to be to the 89 as Dustin
And
Dean
there it
slides
is.
right in behind him to try to get that draft here, and the 92 makes a move low on him. Real early, these guys are dicing it, and now the 25 back under the 92 through the tunnel.
Is rain coming?
I wonder.
It's very much what it feels like. Good to see everybody chilling out in the chat. Tell us who you're picking. How's the race so far? How have you been doing? Glad you're here on a Monday night. We have a hell of a battle up front right now for this second position. It's Tyler Aspinall and Dustin Dean, but right behind him, you got Farron Elam, Travis Lapinus, and Dustin Hughes. Your top 2 to 6, all under a blanket here.
2 to 9th, really? Look at these guys.
Telling you,
Couple of
rain's
huge
got me coming.
machines. Last week's winner. Meanwhile, Bradley Stefane's like, you boys keep doing the side-by-side thing. I'm going to check out.
Yeah, he is gone. At least by 0.7 of a second. Not gone, but enough to...
Biggest lead we've certainly seen today.
Exactly.
Now, I know when I was running earlier, if it had stayed the way it was going, it said about 35-ish laps on fuel. I don't know about tires in that length, but that was what the fuel was indicating. It might have chopped a few more off. Just
And I don't know
curious
what's
to
going
how
on, but it
many-
looks like we're having a little bit of a fan base of Farron Elam because of that 3-car.
Very beautiful looking machine. He has been
We're
running
gonna have a
these
battle
like
for the
kind of
lead again.
legacy or custom but legacy styled machines, and all look good, and certainly winning him over
With the crowd.
Tell you, I'm
know-
gonna need a fan. These guys got me anxious, nervous here. Wait, they're
Dean is
swapping
really...
positions.
Dustin Dean is really going to have to put a good turn 3 together if he wants to use that as a really good run down that front stretch.
He's gonna
But
be
here
under
comes-
fire here with a 20.
Yeah, Brady Floyd is saying, I want to move up now. And it looks like he's going to try to take away third.
I think he's got it. Sound,
He's
no
got
question.
it, and he is gone. Holy cow, TJ, that was a little bit of a power move.
Here and wrecking on the short shoot.
Dominic Hughes, 83.
Oh no, these guys were just running good.
He was just up towards the front. You see him in the purple and lime green. He's going to come out of the tunnel turn, smack the wall. Oh,
He was 9th, and he just got a little. Oh, he does a heck of a job to try to save it. Oh, on the inside wall.
Nobody involved, so that's at least good. But a lot of damage, it looks like, on the front of that car as we're going to check it out right.
About
Yeah.
50 feet shorter. If he gets that opening, he might have got that thing woed down and locked up.
He looks like a modified right now, TJ, and us Northeasterners know
Oh,
all about them modifieds.
As far as he slid, there's like an opening in the pit wall right there, or in the inside wall in the short chute. I'm not so sure if he hadn't have kind of made that inner move towards the wall in that opening that he doesn't get the thing stopped in time. So narrow down there.
Yeah, what are you going to do? You know, that tunnel turn can either get you really loose if you clip the inside curb or really tight if you're carrying too much speed, and looked like Hughes just was a little too fast getting in there, and you kind of see the
He had all
the
that
reaction to
power
that.
and itty bitty savings.
I thought you were going to go the Bruce Almighty, the all this horsepower, no room to gallop.
No, we would be
High Ho
allowed to
Seal.
drive.
Oh, look at the fake out. Your top two are going to stay out.
Another one. I think the other Hughes machine stays on.
Yeah, Frank Hughes in the 61. He's going to stay out as well. Now, what do you think about that? You think it's a good move to save a set of tires this early on in the race, or what are you thinking, TJ?
Well, we've known these guys to have a couple little skirmishes. We've had, one big one and now one single. I wouldn't be surprised if they get spread back out that we don't see any more yellows. So saving a set in theory is great, but you now have put yourself at mercy. If we get a long run, your tires are going to be so much older than everybody else's, you're going to be behind the 8 ball.
Well, your top three are, like we said, going to stay out. But there's the Matt Cochran machine in that fourth car right there. A lot of damage still on that vehicle. Now, I don't know if they told him to wait a lap to pit, but he is currently on lap number 4, 10 laps down.
Yeah, he's
that stinks.
He's battling with both Bartlett's and Mick Olaf's. Bartlett's are 11 down, Mick Olaf's 10 down. Josh Fox, who like he was or is having some internet issues, has lost
Looks like
a
Chad
few
Waters
laps.
been having internet issues too. He didn't even grid.
Fox had manually disconnected, and Mick had manually disconnected and reconnected. John Bartlett has now disconnected. Joseph Darnell has dropped due to a packet loss. I believe he's the 2 car. He had managed to stay on the lead lap, even though he had some damage out of that.
Well, it all depends on when you come down pit road and when you get off pit road. But the lights are off on that iRacing pace car. We're going to take you to a quick NDNT commercial. Remember, on the channel tomorrow night on the Nerds Doing Nerd Things channel, we're talking about Avatar. And we're not talking about The Last Airbender. We're talking about James Cameron's Blue Pocahontas Avatar. It's literally the same exact premise as Pocahontas.
Pretty much, just with space blue things as your natives.
Yep. I'm happy I'm not the only one that sees that, but go check them out.
Oh.
Go check. Well, it's me, but
AJ,
We'll
I
see
just
you
want
guys
to
in-
throw up a woo! That's what's on my television now.
not gonna lie,
Second
I thought
television.
that was Gold Dust for a second there before he turned around with the. But we'll be right back, everybody.
From Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.
We're back from Pocono Raceway, just about to take the green flag for the Wares Turn 460. TJ, a lot of action so far, but that pace car is going to take the turn onto pit road. And we're going to light them up again. Green flag in the air, and there goes Bradley Stefan. They're all single filed from 1st to 7th or 8th as
And
they
then
fly off into turn 1.
double file for a little bit back there before they're starting to file back into single file.
TJ, something I've learned with Pocono and watching a lot of races here, broadcasting a couple, that it is very smart to, this is one of the tracks where you really want to back up your turns, especially that turn 1, because you get a really nice launch down the Long Pond straightaway, and then you really want to nail turn 2. Oh, they're 3 wide for 3rd here.
Yeah, I'm very nervous as it was my drivers on the inside and outside of that.
We're in danger.
Oof.
Brady Floyd is still going to put it right back to 3 wide, but each turn you're going to want to hit, and you got to be consistent with it because, respectively, you want that run down those next straightaways, especially the front stretch.
So I think it's safe to say, for the moment, our biggest mover is now Eddie Morris.
Eddie Morris, holy cow, 27.
Did not qualify from 31st to 4th right now.
And he pitted.
He's fallen
Holy
to the 20s, but
Batman.
I mean, certainly a new face up here in the top 5 for the evening. Coming from
Yeah,
way
but
out
he's always been around that top 5. It's just he hasn't, outside of his win, he hasn't been able to stay up in the top 5 for the whole race, as he's battling now with Farron Elam.
And we are
going
almost
to turn 1 right in front of him, battle for the lead.
They were 2 by 2, and for a second I thought they might be 3 in a line. The 20 thought better of it. As the 25 machine gets himself back out in front.
Oh! Brady Floyd just pops back into existence.
Oh man, Farron Elam all over the back bumper of that 20 machine.
Trying to give a little bit of a push there. Got to be careful on how far you send the person. We've seen a couple decent-sized wrecks here before. Now it's Aspinall and Elam, but here comes Eddie Morris. All looking to that outside, using that draft.
Meanwhile, Floyd making a move under Stefan.
So for everybody watching at home, right after this race tonight, right after our interviews, we're going to take a quick, 10-15 minute break, and then we're gonna have a little bit of an interview session on the channel. Starting a new talking series. It's gonna be like an interview series where we're gonna talk to some of the drivers from some of the leagues I broadcast on All Star 15 TV. Kind of like a 1-on-1 or a 2-on-1 or a handicap match or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. Crazy some of the exchanges I've seen up towards the front right now for position.
So TJ, as a driver, as Mr. Gary Wells would put that, backing up the entries is so key. 2 is so key to set up turn 3. Uh-oh, are they wrecking behind? No, they straightened it back out. Mr. Tennessee car in the 94 Dylan Dunford. We saw him sideways in the back there. But like we mentioned earlier, TJ, I'm pretty sure Gary's nailing it right on the head. He's probably hit this racetrack more than we have, especially on the sim. But backing up the entries are so key. And then he said backing up 2 is key to getting a nice shot into turn 3. But right now, everybody, your leader is Dustin Dean, followed by Brady Floyd and Farron Elam. TJ, you watching Monday Night Raw?
It's on. It's just over on the side.
So what are you looking at around the racetrack? Because I'm looking at one thing, you're probably looking at another. I'm dropping back to that 11th position. Michael Steele up 14th positions, trying to gain more as he's right behind Eddie Morris.
I've been bouncing. I've been bouncing from the lead group and just trying to find some battles on the track.
So right behind them.
Where
Dean
where
Qualley,
moves are being made.
You got the 95 of Devin Smith and Derek Chapwood. Ooh! 38 is way sideways, and there goes Dunford.
Dunford went way down to the wall. I thought he was going to get a piece of it.
Dunford has some serious rear end damage.
Yeah, he was.
What is that right rear? TJ, drink your coffee, man.
He was hit from behind in that early crash.
That's a lot of damage there. That's got to mess up your aero quite a bit. Austin Green in the 96 of William George. And here comes Dean Qualley. TJ, I don't know why I'm doing this. I'm trying to lean to the left to help these cars turning, and they're not. It's not helping, dude.
Yeah. I've been guilty of that. I think it's crazy, AJ, for as far out as those front three were. Or is that still the front three that are way out?
Yeah, it's the front three, and they're just about 3 seconds ahead of fourth place Brandon Richardson.
It's unbelievable how just in a little amount of time I think I just heard the 89 call out a pit stop.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised. You already had Frank Hughes, Joe Darnell on pit road for quick stops.
Sounds like the 92 might be headed as well.
92 is Tyler Aspinall, and yes, he is. And right behind him, it's the 89 of Stefan. Here they come down the pit road. Mind you, this is a very short race tonight. Granted, you're doing about 50 seconds a lap, 55 seconds a lap. So it still takes time, but it's only 60 laps. And here comes the battle for the lead. Brady Floyd underneath the 25 of Dean.
Makes you wonder how much further these guys will have to be able to go before they too have to pit. And are they on a one more stop strategy for?
I don't think Pocono is a racetrack that once everybody starts coming, you need to come now. But as I'm looking at lap times, right now, our top three are a second and a half off their fastest times. So maybe it really is. But I think draft has a lot to do with the stuff here.
Well, don't forget, they have a lot newer tires on their machines, at least the 20 and the 25, than some of the guys that had pitted.
22 people watching. That feels great. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if it's your first time. Got a battle for second place right now. Dustin Dean in the 25, Farron Elam in the Havoline number 3. It's weird seeing a number 3 in a Ford, though. Might just be me, though. But Dean Qualley, Eddie Morris, followed by the 95 of Devin Smith. A big cluster right back here. This is for that 10th position.
Yeah, they're trying to work together there to run down the front guys.
Well, they're trying to work together, but side by side, I don't know if that's helping you, because you do pick up a little bit of a side draft. Oh, Austin Green in the 15 Moonshine car. I thought he was going to get right into the back of Eddie Morris in the 8. And now here comes the 69. Esports Racing Association Network. We are here just quiet, watching Hattenback and George work on getting to the front. Well, happy you're here. Thank you for tuning in. Let's see. William George up in that 8th position right there. And let's see where's Hattenback? 4th.
A little farther 4th in the 90.
They have not just made their way towards the front, they are the front.
Well, to a degree of their respective little group.
That number 99 up 9 positions and closing in on our leaders. Looks like we're getting some cloud cover here at Pocono Raceway, especially. Oh! Uh-oh. 29 gonna save it? Oh boy. That was a hell of a hit. We're gonna rewind that. Sorry, we don't have a good cutaway to get back there. But TJ, you gotta see this. Look at the 29 coming out of the tunnel turn. Let's get on that cockpit. Clips the apron, gonna lose it just a little bit, smack the outside wall. Very good on him to get out of the gas, secure the control of the car, and get going again. You can see the
did a great job.
Front hood. A little crinkled up there, but it's better than having a completely wrecked bucket of truck.
I'm sure he wishes he could have pulled the Gengar when he got close to the wall and disappeared. You look at the
See what you did there?
sponsor on the hood of that machine.
Yeah. Gengar is actually one of my buddy's favorite Pokemon. Like, he literally has everything Gengar. Like, I'm pretty sure he has Gengar on his shoes.
No way. I preferred the second stage evolution of that chain, Haunter. He made me laugh.
Esports Racing Association, 1 lap at a time, can't burn the tires. Well, even if you're not burning the tires, you are making your way up toward that front. And if you're still protecting those tires while gaining time, teach me your ways, Master Yoda.
Yeah, there is no try.
Only do. Because he is there. He is running about a half a second faster than our leaders. Man, that 99 is hauling the mail. I'm starting to think that he's got a hot date after this.
Yeah. That would certainly explain it.
Let's get this race over and done with.
He's the only driver I've really seen move out of that other pack with, any sort of ease and make gains. I mean, he had no one to draft with, essentially.
Oh, but the 25 is going to battle with him. Looked for a crossover there. Now, here's the thing. You've caught this pack. It's another thing to pass these drivers. Oh,
Yeah,
I thought he was about to move it 3 wide there.
I think right now they might just be riding a little as the 25 gives the 99 a little shot. I'm pretty sure for at least these other 3 than the 99, they've got a pit within 10 or so laps.
Yeah, I would think so as well. Man, everybody seems to be outside of the 99 and William George. We got some... Oh! 99 gets into the 25. A little bit of a squeeze job by Dustin Dean. All fair, love, and war, but came up the track just a tad, and they met in the middle. But it looks like Farron Elam is trying to get by that number 20. But TJ, I think you're right. I think we're going to see pit stops in just a little bit, especially if it then opens up the rest of the way to get to the end of the race.
Yeah, I mean, these guys are... I think that from here they pit one more time and they can make it all the way.
Well, it depends on how much further they can go. So I think you can only go about 25 laps or so. For the people that are familiar with the league and maybe have put some lap times down, how far can they go? I'm pretty sure they can only go about 25 laps. Dustin Dean still to the inside of Rob Hattenbeck. Esport Racing Association says we are in his headset, just trying to keep him relaxed and focused, and that is a big thing for a crew chief or a spotter, is keeping your driver calm, not as much relaxed, because you're in a race car. You're never really going to be relaxed, but keep them calm and cool-headed, and make sure you don't do anything stupid.
Yeah, we hate to see that, and anyone to think we were at all.
Michael Steele in the 5, just passing Travis Lapinus. That is for the 8th position. He is up 17 positions, as they're going to have a pass right in front of him. Justin Hughes, William George on that inside in the 96. Oh boy, they're going to make it out of turn 3, and back to the line. The 03 of Justin Hughes is going to have it that lap in 6th position. They'll dive it off into turn 1. Michael Steele's going to throw it in there, trying to get a nice run down this backstretch. Not looking good. Really had to back out of it. Gary, I resent that. I do something stupid all the time. I just try not to. Unless I'm hanging out with you guys. Then it's the stupider the better. But look at this top 4, TJ. They have just about a 3.5 second gap to 5th place. Now, does that give you any sort of cushion? Like, maybe a little bit of... trying to find the right word here. Does it help you with knowing that you're not immediately going to be passed by a crud ton of other cars? So maybe you go about taking these cars one lap at a time. TJ?
What?
You weren't paying attention, were you?
I was. Just
as we're going 3 wide for the league. 3 wide. Got Dustin Dean on the inside, Farron Elam in the middle, and Brady Floyd on the outside. Brady Floyd goes M&M and round the outside. And that's going to push Dustin Dean all the way back to that 4th position. Oh, looks like they are 3 wide back there as well. Looking for the 95. They were 3 wide. Ooh, that number 2 has some damage on it. That's Joe Darnell. He is multiple laps down, almost 9 laps down, it looks like. I'm guessing he was in that first wreck as well.
Yes. Oh, we got a wreck on the backstretch.
Gary Lewis.
Sounds like the 95 might have been involved in triggering it.
Uh-oh. And you kind of could see it start there. I feel like this is going to happen right into the the tunnel turn. Oh, right before the tunnel turn. Just going to get turned. Wow. And I bet you the 69 car, his night's going to be over. You see the hood all exposed. The front bumper exposed. That's a lot of damage. All right, TJ, we are past halfway. Any surprises for you?
I mean, the Rob Hattenback machine up there, that's kind of a surprise, but in the best of ways. He's really putting on a strong run right now, and certainly has kind of came out of the blue as far as drivers I was expecting to have a...
Well, I think they're always good. It's just how long does it take them to get towards the front,
right,
and if they can stay up there. I'm honestly gonna jump on the bandwagon of our league owner here. I'm not saying I'm surprised he's this far up, but Man's showing some serious speed tonight, Mr. Dean Qualley. He is hauling the mail tonight, and kind of shocked. But I'm not shocked at the same time.
Yeah.
Love you, Dean. How does this compare to Tuesday trucks last week? I don't know. I wasn't at Tuesday's trucks last week. I don't broadcast their truck series. We're going to go back to live because everybody and their mother is coming down pit road to take some tires and fuel. If they run up to the front in 10 laps, the guys who did won't have any tires left. Well, yes, you 100% right. And there's Travis Lapayne right there. Yeah, man is running the Kenseth throwback talking about Dean Qualley. It's a sexy looking car. Floyd is going to come off first. Then it's going to be Farron Elon, Brandon Richardson, William George, Dustin Dean, Travis Lapayne, Dean Qualley, Austin Green, Michael Steele, and Dylan Dunford. Trying to figure out what happened to Rob Hattenbeck, because he has fallen all the way to 18th while he was in 3rd, losing 15 positions. I'm going to go back and take a look at that because I am very curious to see what happened. Did he possibly get a penalty? Might have. Because it held them there for a while afterwards. But he's currently in that 18th position. I'm AJ Pola, TJ Barnier in the broadcast booth. Gotta thank our sponsors. Gonna blow up that beautiful lower half. Let's see if it works. There it is. Wrestling over everything. Drinking Bros. Auto Racing. Hutch Paints no longer exists. And the Nerds Doing Nerd Things podcast. Rob had damage. Oh. Interesting. Didn't know that. Didn't see him really get caught up in anything there. But TJ, we're about to go green again. You got Brady Floyd and Farron Elam on that front row. Are you ready?
I hope so.
Are you falling asleep over there?
No. Paying attention to multiple things.
Just because they're talking about Cody Rhodes and the Royal Rumble doesn't mean you have to have both eyes looking at that screen. So he took the opportunity to fix it for a better run at the end. No, it's a smart move. If you got damage and you're still able to move up towards the front, you're going to be golden, pony boy. You just got to get back up towards the front. But he's got teammate in the 96 in 4th position right now. That's William George. Pace car is taking them just on this short shoot into the Wares turn 4, turn number 3. Appreciate you all for being here tonight.
Ugh.
That sounded like a big stretch there.
No.
Well,
Real curious here to see.
Go.
Ooh, the 25 all over the back of the 29.
Excellent launch by Brady Floyd. Farron Elam not with that great of a launch, and the yellow's going to come right back out.
Got a yellow.
Green. Bobby Green in the back. I'm thinking this is due to the checkup. Oh, yeah. Oh.
Beautiful looking machine. Just didn't get it wound up in time.
Wow. See if we get a better look at this. He's going to hit the loud pedal and not be able to react in time to get her slowed up. Gonna rear end the 89. Joe Darnell's gonna hit him. Matt Cochran's gonna hit him. That stinks.
Yeah, that car looked sharp.
Oh,
now it's sharp, but it's also broken.
Sheath metal.
Crumpled.
It is crumpled. It's very crumpled.
It is now compact car.
Did somebody ask for a very small car? Because we have small car. You know, I'm just waiting for NASCAR to make a coupe or a compact series.
Oh my!
You know, they're gonna make a full electric series in the next couple of years, and then the compact and everything.
I heard that's the year the Miata make.
Oh, do you? Well, I think they say it in the chat. Cautions breed cautions, and yeah, unfortunately, that is correct. You know, we've seen it a lot in motorsports, especially in NASCAR, because a lot of other forms of motorsports use local cautions, or they just don't care.
Yeah, it's fair.
Gary, you used to do a compact series? How? It was called the Dash series. But no, I think what has to do with these cautions, you know, everybody expects everyone to go on that green flag, but there's a slight delay, because one guy hits the gas pedal, next guy hits a gas pedal. You know, it's a very delayed reaction, and then somebody in back was like, I heard green flag, let's go. Boom.
And death.
Pretty much. But everybody watching at home, you're watching All-Star 15 TV. Thanks for tuning in. Really appreciate y'all for being here. As I don't know what button I just hit on my phone, but my whole it turned off.
Off is good as long as it goes back on.
Well, that's the thing. It's got to turn back on. Gary Lewis. Well, fun first run till I got hooked. Great broadcast. Well, appreciate you, Gary Lewis. We try to have fun. I usually have fun with TJ and Ryan up in the broadcast booth, but you know, a lucky wrestling guru got to go to Raw 30 tonight. And I'm trying to avoid to say the bad word that I would call him right now because he's a very lucky bleepy bleep. Oh, we got a lot of people in that chat right now. What's going on, Noah? What's up, dude? I think we're going to see the lights go off on that iRacing pace car. We're going to grid up once again. We are on the back half of this race, just past halfway. TJ, I don't know how many cautions we're going to have left, but, you know, these top two, especially Brady Floyd, have to hit that launch because you know Farron Elam's fast, and you know right behind him, Brandon Richardson's going to be very fast. Well, for everybody watching at home, because want to plug it again, the Nerds Do Nerd Things podcast is a podcast I run on Tuesday nights. Check us out on our on our YouTube page. Tomorrow night we're talking about Blue Pocahontas, which is James Cameron's Avatar, talking about their first movie, and the following week we talk about Way of Water. So we have a little series going on. Ready for this 3-car to get into victory lane. Hot Rod Gaming. I wouldn't be surprised if Farron Elam gets a victory here tonight. He is always fast.
Would sure love the opportunity to interview him.
Right? TJ loves having interviews. He likes talking to the drivers. He's just got to run all the way from the broadcast booth all the way down to victory lane. And man, it is a funny sight to see if he trips himself all the way down the damn bleachers into the catch fence. I don't know why I just pictured that happening.
Kind of funny.
If anybody's ever played the Simpsons game when Homer eats the jelly, goes up into the big ball. And here we go. Pace car is in. You see the checkup once again. Brady Floyd is off. He's going to have a full car length lead heading down into turn 1, trying to break the draft. Oh, Dustin Dean going to try to take that position away. They were 3 wide for just a moment. Oh, that's a big cluster back there. Oh, the 89 just passed 6 or 7 people. That's Bradley Stefane. Started 9th, clawing his way back, but Tyler Aspinall, unfortunately, in 12th position, trying to recover from starting 2nd, but now to 12th. Big run down the front stretch for everybody on this outside. Farron Elam is your race leader and pulling away from Floyd Dean. Oh, we're going to have a battle for third here as William George checks up to avoid getting into the back of the 25. Down the short chute. He's going to try to make a run now. He's going to go to the inside of Brady Floyd. Farron Elam's going to cover the inside. Coming out of turn 3. They are still side by side for second place. Aspinall trying to make a move for 9th. He's going to take 9th away from Dylan Dunford. Oh, he's going to have to check up. Dunford's going to have to check up. Almost get packed in by the number 15, Austin Green. Going to run through your top 10 real fast for you, everybody. There's our race leader, Farron Elam. See if we can get a... Does it pop up good? I'll work with it. Your race leader, Farron Elam, second place. It is the 20 of Brady Floyd. Dustin Dean in the 25, sitting in third. The 96 of William George. In fourth. Fifth goes to Dean Pauly, up 27 positions. That's completely going to change. Going to be in the 6th position as Bradley Stefane now moves into the 4th place. 5th to William George. Dean Pauly in 6th. Travis Lepanis in 7th. That's Brandon Richardson in 8th. Tyler Aspinall in 9th. And Dylan Dunford in 10th. A lot of moving parts throughout that real fast, but Farron Elam has dropped all the way back to the 6th position. Let's take a look.
Some of them guys are even dropping spare parts?
Well, let's see what happens here. It looks like he's going to get kicked out of the groove. A little contact between him and the 20. And that's going to cycle the 3 back pretty far. But Dean Qualley in that 5th position, up 27 spots, TJ. You got to be proud as a team owner here.
Yeah, it's like the drivers are finally starting to get it.
Might help if I turn off driver details so you can see more of the screen, everybody.
Well, that's awful nice.
Oh! Oh no. We just talked about him too.
Oh, I think they might still be trying to maybe pile in.
Oh boy. What happened here? It looks like Farron Elam gets into the back of Dean Qualley.
Oh, this is turning into an expensive Ute day.
No kidding. Especially for you. Let's
Yeah,
not
the
tell
three
Fry.
just hooked them. I mean,
Like, the 17 is off pace just a tad. Oh, it looks like they met in the middle there. It looked like Dean came down just a tad. Not going to pull that.
painful.
Not going to put it all the way on Farron Elam. But let's check it here again. Dean's going to go high and then come right back.
It looks like he kind of, because he had to roll out of the throttle for the guys in front of him, Dustin Dean there, that he just kind of rolled out of the throttle and got ran over.
Well, unfortunately, I think we saw somebody go flying. Let's see, where is the Michael of Steel?
Another painful wreck.
Where is that a Michael Steele?
Yep, I'm flying through the air. This is not good.
That's gonna hurt. Now, I'm hoping Michael isn't in VR, because I know a couple people that run in VR, and if they get into an accident like that, they end up like busting their head open or hurting themselves. Kind of looking at my buddy Joe.
Some games being played at the pit entry area.
Brady Floyd is going to stay out, just like Bradley Stefane, Tyler Aspinall, Dylan Dunford, Derek Chaput, Travis Lepanis, and Austin Green, followed by Lee Krause and TJ Floyd, all staying out. Your first driver on pit road, Farron Elam. So I wonder if he's got any damage on that vehicle from the spin there. It looks like William George is going to beat everybody out. Dustin Dean, Brandon Richardson, and then Farron Elam, Frank Hughes in 14th and 15th for Eddie Morris. So they're on about 9 to 12 lap fresher tires. TJ, how much do you think that's going to do to these cars being on such fresher tires?
I mean, if you've got the fresh boys and you put them on, you're going to be like in a rocket ship.
You gonna be a rocket man? I don't see any Ryan Newmans. When y'all see cars flying, you should really just get out of the gas. Yeah, you would think so. But I remember hearing an interview with Kurt Busch. Was like, when you see cars wrecking, there's a split second where you either get on the brakes or just step on the gas and floor it and hope you get through it. Starting to think they're stepping on the gas and hoping they get through it.
Possible.
We're looking at just about 20 laps remaining here from Pocono Raceway. The Wares turn 460. 60 laps around this big bleeping racetrack.
And place.
What's up, TJ?
Oh, I was gonna say something, but then the 12 just keyed his mic, and he's trying to let everybody know he's down on power, so try not to kill him.
Oh, that's not good. And that's the 12?
Yeah, Lee Krause.
Ooh, Lee Krause. Well, lights are off on the pace car. Gonna get her going green here one more time. Maybe not one more time. Joe, language. You're supposed to be a moderator.
He used language.
Well, he definitely used some language. This is a family product. How bleepin' dare you? I'm kidding. Esport Racing Association says, "Let's go, George. Drop the hammer." Hammer time. Dun, 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 dun. So TJ, we haven't done it yet, so why don't we, hopefully I'm not jinxing this restart, why don't we start this restart with a crank it?
I like your thinking.
Really? You do?
Yeah, why not?
Alright, cool. Let's do it. Let's crank it up from Pocono Raceway. And we're back, everybody, with 6 laps remaining here from Pocono Raceway. Holy cow. TJ, what did you just see? Because you almost scared the living crap out of me.
The 94 got pretty wide into the cutoff with Eddie Morris on his outside and that Gengar machine to his bottom. And Gengar got a bite of Tennessee Orange. And the 94 did an amazing job to save that. Not get anybody else involved. Managed to keep going himself, actually. I mean, he was unbelievable. And then there were guys, you know, splitting right around him. Nobody ran into him. Quite an amazing feat.
Well, he's got Joe Darnell right underneath him. He's multiple laps down. But we're coming to 5 laps to go, TJ. Tyler Aspinall, pretty sure that's a you pick.
It was a me pick, and he's under fire of a me pick from a week ago. And now they're both under fire from this 25 machine. 25 with the fresh tire of the bunch.
Holy cow, look at all this up front.
That 25 moves around these two guys, and I'm sure he's going to try to make his way away from them, but I don't know what's going to happen. This place is such a fun place to watch the battles unfold because of how long the straightaway is and how much the draft can be a help or a hindrance in your quest to move forward. I'm sure these front three are all hoping no yellows.
That's what I'd be hoping too, to battle up and around themselves. Oh, we have a car around. That's Daniel Park. Caution out on the racetrack.
That was exactly what the front guys did not see.
3 laps to go. Daniel Park hits head on to that inside wall. See,
yeah.
Ooh, the 16 involved too. Looks like separate wrecks.
Yeah, the 09 caught the fence out of the turn and ahead of what would have been the 16 just getting turned.
Let's see. Here's the 09. This is in front of the 16. He smacks the outside wall and just can't save it off the turn.
The 55 got loose, and he's the one that got the 16 all out of shape. He did a good job to minimize the damage, but I think the motor may have let go.
On who? The 16?
Yeah. He saved it, but I'm pretty sure I saw a puff of smoke and gone.
Oh yeah, it died.
I don't know if he had pegged the rev limiter or what, but he didn't hit that hard.
Yeah, he probably downshifted while it was still way too high, possibly. Did you not know?
But with that said, the battle on this green-white checkered for the win is gonna be phenomenal.
Yeah, well, we're gonna take a quick commercial break, because I don't think we did it last time, but we're gonna do it this time. We'll be right back, everybody.
From Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.
We're back, everybody. Don't know if that's paying the bills, Gary, but, you know, the more people that come out and watch the NDNT podcast, the more I appreciate it. We do live stream so people can come in and talk to us via the live chat. Brady Floyd coming down pit road, TJ. This is from the second position.
I'm kind of shocked. I mean, I would have assumed.
I don't think he would have made it to the end if this.
Yeah, that's got to be my thought. I mean, he's certainly has had to have lost his chance to win here without several miracles happening now.
Well, to be fair, TJ, do you think we're done wrecking?
The way it's been tonight, no.
Okay then.
But I mean, still, you're gonna need a lot of help.
Yeah, sometimes you don't get it, sometimes you do, and with this being called the tricky triangle, there's a good chance you might get it. You might get that help with another caution.
Problem is, he's going to be back at Heat Hornets Nest where the
Hey, Mr. Roboto, you're doing it again.
Yeah, I hadn't done it all night. I'm kind of surprised.
Yeah, so am I.
It certainly charged because it came off the charger and onto my head.
Alan Warnicky on Facebook. What's up, dude? I don't know if you're still watching. He says number 12 is chewing bubblegum and bleeping shit up. And he's all out of bubblegum. Pretty sure that's a Duke Nukem reference.
I do believe that is a Roddy Piper reference. Is it
That
not?
too? Well, isn't Duke Nukem I'm all out of bubblegum?
No, that is a Rowdy Piper. I forget the movie.
Oh, they lived.
But he shows up. He says, "I'm here to kick ass and chew bubblegum. And I'm all out of bubblegum."
For some reason, I hear Duke Nukem saying that too.
No, I do believe it was old Hot Rod.
Yeah, TJ's Mr. Roboto when his mic decides to go full Roboto.
Full Roboto.
Oh,
When it does
here
the
we
full
go.
Roboto.
Lights are off on the iRacing pace car.
Are these teammates in the first two rows in line with each other?
I think so. And oh dear, if that's the case.
Kind of curious to see how the
I'm surprised TJ didn't drop down to that chat and tell the old 25 and the 8. Y'all work together to get to the front, then you're all on your own.
I don't think I need to tell them. I think I know what they're gonna do. It's a matter of execute the restart with the 92 having control.
Alright, just waiting for that pace car to take that left-handed turn, diving onto pit road for safety. Granted, it might be deployed momentarily afterwards.
Yeah. I'm sure she's gonna have the redeploy on standby. That thing dang near loses it getting down to pit road.
And we are green once again. 3 cars coming out of turn
Restart
3
by
at
the
full
bottom.
song.
Great restart by the bottom, guys. Kind of caught
TJ,
the
what's
25
that
sleeping.
Days of Thunder reference? By the time we go green, we're coming out of turn 4 with a full head of steam.
Oh, you're gonna be wide open in the green.
Because
Oh,
we just saw 3 cars pass like 5 or 6 as they were catching the field. Well, Aspinall, your race leader right now.
And there's the crash. The 20 absolutely annihilated.
Well, you said it,
Absolutely
TJ.
annihilated.
Back into the Hornet's nest. Let's see what happened. You got Brady Floyd, second car from the bottom of your screen. 95. Oh, and the 37. Oh, God. He spun like a top. Oh, boy. Everybody's hitting him. Well, why don't we go see that again? We'll jump on the cockpit view because he spun pretty violently, TJ.
Yeah, he got it.
Here it is.
It's like the 95 flipped the wall, flipped the 37, and it death over after that.
God, that's gotta feel awful if you spin like that. Whole body probably wants to fly outside the car. Not like a chili bowl.
That was painful to watch.
And Gary Wells, RIP to the 20. Yeah, he hit hard. He hit very hard. But we're going to rack him up again. TJ, do you think Aspinall can get a really good launch again?
He's gonna. I mean, he doesn't have quite the need to now with his teammate on his outside. I hope, but I would assume he's gonna try to do the same regardless. That was painful to see.
Dude, no kidding.
You know,
it just looked like the 95
right.
just clips that out. Just clips that outside wall just a little bit, then comes right back into the 37.
And the 20 just went nowhere to go.
Yeah, that's the worst part, where you don't have anywhere to go, and you know there's nothing you could do, because you could still slam on the brakes and everything and do everything right and still get caught up into it. Well, we are in overtime right now, people. Uh-oh. Are you laughing at something? TJ?
What's that, Val?
It sounded like you were laughing at something.
You might have actually been getting feedback from the driver chatter. Assuming.
Oh, why? What happened? Anything we could air?
No, nothing major. Just the guys were giggling about all the craziness.
Having a good time. Oh god, now that song is stuck in my head. I wish we were able to jump on board with that pace car and look out their back window at the line of cars. Can someone check on Brady? He ain't alright. Yeah, that was a pretty intense hit. And like I've said multiple times, I know some people that drive with force feedback all the way up. I think they're stupid for doing that. I actually know somebody who broke a wrist because they hit a wall. We should
12 and the 94 joking about just trying to get a top 10 here, which they're both close.
The 12 and the 94. The 94 is Dunford.
Yeah, and we know he'd been involved in a crash.
And the 12 is Lee Krause.
Who also has been involved in a crash.
Isn't Lee Krause supposed to have Stone Cold Steve Austin on the back of that car?
He might have drank too much and lost him off.
Because it kind of looks like he's got a Canadian Angry Beaver on the back of it.
It's interesting.
Now that I look at it, I wonder if he's Canadian.
No way.
No, yeah, I don't see it.
He's
There's
never
not enough
once
maple.
shown at all that he could possibly.
No, there's not enough maple on that car. Or I'm sorry, Canadian stereotype. He's not nice enough. I don't know. We love Lee Krause. He's one of the only people that are on the channel. There's like maybe a handful, 10 tops, that play into all the jokes that TJ, Ryan, and myself make on the channel. Like Aspinall last week with AJ, don't say the word.
Oh my God, AJ.
What?
I can't tell you what's on my television right now, but I'm just gonna say it rhymes with Clock Bresner.
No way.
As we are at the finale of Bobby Lashley match.
Oh boy. And he actually looks genuinely happy to be there.
I think he's about to maul somebody, and usually he's happy mauling.
Somebody gonna die.
Kind of really glad we're still under yellow right now.
but back to the we're almost not.
Well, the lights are out now, so we still got at least one more lap around this.
No, we're going green like literally now. You're not.
I might have been a lap behind still. I just got lost.
Okay, here we go. Pace car is in. Aspinall with the launch of his life.
What a restart. I hope he's got control so he can't jump it, but man, I feel like he jumped it and I know he didn't.
Ooh, here comes the 96 William George on that inside on fresher tires. Look at how they swerve down these long straightaways. Trying to break the track for other drivers. Ooh! Both Dustin Dean and Farron Elam pop the outside wall coming out of turn 2. Out of the final turn. Oh boy! Yellow flag is out.
Boy.
Is that in the race? Because it says white flag and then yellow flag almost immediately. But we got to look at this. Because right in front of Brandon Richardson, there's 2 green cars that can't stay off of each other. Pretty sure that's Dustin Dean.
Yeah, in the 89.
Bradley Stefane. Looks like the 25 goes up into the 89. 89 clips the wall, comes down, and everybody just takes evasive maneuvers. And there's the 29 Gengar car.
Trying
Now
to
here's
get
the thing: is the race over with? Because it says white and then yellow on my end. So no, we're back to 3 laps left. Hey, TJ, remember that Daytona race?
Now, AJ,
in CCRL?
I'm going to go out on a limb here and say this race should...
That it should be done?
The yellow light comes on the racetrack as Dustin Dean's approaching the scoring pylon. The 2 drivers in front of him well beyond. 2 or 3 drivers, actually.
It's all iRacing based, TJ.
I'm telling you what I'm seeing, and this race should be over. What they're gonna do, I don't know.
No, we still have three to go. So we're doing another green-white checkered. But Tyler Aspinall right now still your leader, followed by William George, Dustin Dean, Farron Elam, and Eddie Morris rounding out your top 5. TJ wanting to know what still happens on Monday Night Raw after they go off the air. Why aren't you live streaming? What are you doing?
Well, they normally they stay on till 11:05. They cut away at 11. Stuff was still happening.
Well, Alan Warnicky says the 25 ran out of talent bad, and the 4 cars with him, some things stay the same. But then Lazanga, I'm probably butchering that, says iRacing rules are that the lead driver has to pass the start-finish line before the yellow comes out. And for what TJ said, that is exactly what happened, and iRacing still called it, and we're having another restart.
I mean, unless the yellow flag flies on the screen before the lights on the track. But I can tell you, if you go look at the 25's cockpit, you see the yellow lights turn on the racetrack as he is approaching the start-finish line, and he's third. William George and Tyler Aspinall were well beyond.
And that was for the white flag, too. Interesting that we didn't close out the race there. And we're gridding back up. Aspinall on the inside, William George on the outside.
I mean, I don't know.
I don't know. iRacing kind of pooped out on that one.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't understand that at all. I mean, if you go look, like I said, you watch the cockpit of the 25, you can see the exact moment of the caution coming out, and it said the leaders were well beyond.
Got a lot of drivers in the chat right now not happy with how Dustin Dean ran the 89 there, running him well up into the wall.
I'm not going to comment.
You can't comment. You own that car.
I'm not going to comment. Really curious to see if the 96 can steal one, or if I can be made to look like a genius again.
Well, here we go. We're getting ready to go again, pal. Can Aspinall get a heck of a launch again? Let's see. They're bunching up really tight here, and away he goes. Green flag in the air. Really good launch. It's the pasta dish. The Z messed me up. We're side by side. Backwards just a little bit with Frank Hughes.
Ooh, Hughes almost gets into the back of George. Hughes. Can Dustin Dean make one more run here at this 92, or has the 92 done it? He's going to come get the white.
Well, he's going to try to at least.
It don't matter here. Next flag ends this race regardless.
White flag presented by Wrestling Over Everything.
He just needs to keep his car in front for as long as possible, because any sort of flag that is shown now is going to declare him the winner, as the 25 is heavily under fire.
The 96.
The 25 is out of gas. The 25 is out of gas.
We were talking about that early, TJ. Where are they going to make it? I think that whole checkup is going to give it to Aspinall. We're going to find out one more turn.
Tried to warn the 96 about it to try to give him the best chance he had, and I just don't think it's enough for him.
And coming out of turn number 3.
Oh, I think the 92's out of gas. He blocks him into the wall. 61's gonna win it.
Did Frank Hughes just win?
AJ, what did I say about Tyler Aspinall in bad luck?
Did Frank Hughes just win this race?
I do believe Frank Hughes just won this race.
Oh boy. There it is, followed by William George and Eddie Morris. Holy cow, everybody.
Wow.
Did you have 2 drivers on the last lap running out of gas and everybody scattering coming out of turn 3 on your bingo card, TJ?
Well, the 92 tried to block the 96 to the fence.
The 61 hits the inside wall, too. Wow. Holy shnikes, Batman.
That was wild. That was wild.
Let's see that whole white flag again, but from the point of view of Frank Hughes. is he sitting back here in fourth place?
Third.
Third?
Oh yeah, the 92 was
he's
out,
fourth.
and he just tried to block, and he ends up losing it. Eddie Morris misses him with like a move of the century to not get involved, as he was trying to get clear to win the race. But 61 of Frank Hughes.
TJ, we're watching it on screen right now. We're watching the full last lap.
That's just
Turn 3, here it is. You're going to see the 92 out of gas. Now, would you do the same thing as Aspinall and try to block that?
I
feel like you have to
speculate as to what I would do, because without being in the situation myself, I don't.
Wow, what a crazy...
I'm not gonna hold what he did
finish.
against him, because what else can you do? I mean, I'm assuming he was trying to cut him off and maybe get the push to stay ahead of him. But as long as this straightaway is, he had to have known it would never work. I don't hold it against Tyler Aspinall. Was it a bad move? Probably. I don't hold it at the same time.
Yeah, honestly, I've never been in that position, but you kind of make that move hoping you get ass packed and pushed a little bit further.
Or, like the old Earnhardt-Labonte spinning you across the line scenario. It's just this straightaway so long, I have to think he knows. I mean, he ran out well before the pit wall, which is typically where the restart zone is here.
Yeah.
And, I mean, it worked. If he doesn't get loose and start to spin from hitting the outside wall, it may have worked. I mean, he's still going to come home with, 12th spinning?
Yeah. TJ, ready for some interviews, pal?
Yeah. Wild one tonight.
Because they're all yours, my friend, and we're going to start with our... Let's see if he's in here. William George. Race winner, Frank Hughes. Here you go, DJ. Take it away.
Frank Hughes, you get a copy.
Yes, sir.
Is it better to be lucky than good?
Yes.
I mean, not that you weren't good, because you had yourself in position there, but my goodness.
Yeah. I did not expect it.
What just transpired in front of you was quite really a miracle.
That it was, and I mean, I give Will all the credit in the world when he tried blocking me to the inside wall. I mean, I did not expect it.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
You earned this one for sure. It was a wild night, surviving, and just I'm kind of speechless, which doesn't happen much for me, but that was just amazing.
I'm about as speechless as you, because I mean, I did not see myself finishing that well, because when I made my pit stop, I ended up getting a speeding penalty on pit road, and I thought I pretty much killed my race at that point.
It's just unbelievable. I mean, congratulations again.
Thank you.
You've won the Pocono Where's Turn 460. How do you feel? What are you gonna do?
I mean, I'm ecstatic. It's my hometown track also, so I mean, can't go wrong there, right?
Right? I mean, just a wild night, and I just wow.
Yeah. No words for it at all.
Little speechless there.
Yeah.
Sounds like TJ, and you've never been speechless.
No, I mean, it's just you did everything you needed to do to be in the right position, and sometimes that's all you need to do.
Yeah. I try. I mean, besides for messing up on pit road, I mean, I try to make sure I've been doing everything I can this year to stay out of people's ways, let them go, be cleaner than I was last year, and it seems to be working out now. So.
Well, we actually jumped to you earlier in the race when that big wreck happened on lap 1 and watched you make your way through there, and maybe that was an omen that we would be back talking with you and talking about you.
Maybe. I mean, hey, you only get lucky so many times, and I guess that was my one good luck horseshoe for this week.
Well, congratulations again. Any sponsors you want to plug?
I want to say thank you to Hughes's Garage in West Pittston, Pennsylvania. Hughes's Garage in North Carolina. It's in Hickory. I want to give a shout out to the team, Misfit Toys Motorsports, Justin Hughes, Dominic Hughes, Wayne Lowe. I know Neil Rutt hasn't really run this year yet, but he's still part of the team, and Jeff Israel, because I mean we all been doing practice races and trying to get a little bit better.
Well, good.
All right,
And
brother,
continue up the
congratulations,
strong
dude.
season.
Yeah, thank you, and thank you for what you guys do. Also, you guys do an amazing job.
Yeah. Hey, well, we try our best. We really like you guys. We really like the leagues we broadcast for, and we try to put on a fun but still entertaining show.
Yes.
All right, brother. Catch you later, my
All
friend.
right.
Congratulations
Thank
once
you.
again.
Have a good night, guys.
See ya. It's time for P2, TJ, and I think that's going to go to
William George.
Mr. William George.
I'm sure
And
he's
I feel
not
like
happy.
this is going to be a very, very loud and strong interview. TJ, I'm going to plug my ears. You take it away.
You get the bleep button ready. William George, you get
Okay.
a copy.
Yep, I got a good copy.
I don't know if I can say anything to you first to start off with, but I'm sorry. And then anything you could have done different there?
No, I thought I was going to have a win. Like I said, I'm about to have a Kyle Busch interview right here. That was pretty much
Yeah.
a chicken shit move on his part, and he's got something coming to him. So, yeah, I got to worry about it.
I'm just glad that ain't one of my drivers. I mean, you would put yourself in position to where you probably should be the winner of this race, and just luck and misfortune found you at the absolute worst time. At least you still got second. I guess you can hang your hat on that to a degree, but man, that's a tough
Yeah.
one to lose like that.
Like I said, it's all good. Like I said, I didn't expect to finish in the top 10 tonight. I just wanted to come in here, just run some laps. Like I said, I'm very limited on my schedule because of my job and whatnot, and military and all that bull crap. But I'm just happy where I finished. It is what it is. But again, I have a chicken shit move on that part. But what can I do?
Yeah, I'm kind of curious actually. Did you guys think you had got the white flag when the caution flew there? On the,
Oh, yeah.
the
Oh, for sure. Like
ahead.
the white flag. As soon as the white flag flew, caution came out. I was like, all right, the race should be over. What is going on? And they're like, oh, we're going, green, white, checkered again. I was like, are you kidding me?
Because I mean, we were looking at I jumped to the in car of the 25, who was just behind you, and he hadn't made the start finish line yet, and the yellow light was on, but you guys were well beyond it. So I was kind of surprised the race wasn't over there.
Yeah.
Which, if the race does end there, we ain't gonna worry about anybody and their moves coming to the line in the next one, and maybe feathers don't get ruffled, but that's the way the chips fell
Hey.
tonight.
You know what I say? That was good entertainment.
It
all I
was. I still
It
feel
was.
bad.
It
I
was
still
one
feel
hell of
bad.
a last half of a straightaway at Pocono.
I'm really glad you at least got second. Like if you'd have got tangled up and wrecked too, then it gets really bad.
Yeah.
Even more so for the 92, because I don't think race control is very appreciative of that move.
Oh no. But as soon as he shoved me in the friggin' wall, and I tried to go down, save it, and I saw him trying to come back down and hit me again. So I was like, nope.
Yeah. And the 61 somehow squirted by to get through there, and that's a tough way to lose one. At least you can hang your hat on second.
Yep. I can't really complain. Like I said, I didn't expect
When's your next race with us? Do you know?
it should be next week. I should be able to run next week.
All right. Well, hopefully the results are better for you there.
Maybe. I don't know. It's a Roval. I don't have a lot of road course course experience. So I don't know. We'll see.
I mean, I've learned with that place, it don't matter what your experience level is, it's a battle for survival.
I have to agree with that.
Sounds like
Yep.
every road course, TJ.
Ugh. That one worse than an AJ. That's a motorcycle road course that decided to put stock cars on.
Oh, for sure.
Might as well run the road course at New Hampshire at that point.
All right, William George. Well, we'll let you go, my friend, and hopefully we see you back here real soon.
All right. I appreciate y'all. Appreciate you for broadcasting it. I know that was pretty entertaining for y'all. For everybody out there that was watching, I'm sure that was entertaining. But hey, next week.
Some days you're the stick, and some days you're the ball, and sadly this week.
Yeah, feels like that every week. It seems like, but I got fortunate tonight.
Well, have a good one.
All right, brother. We'll catch you later.
All right, take it easy.
All right, TJ. Let's talk to P3, and I'll let you enjoy this because it's your driver. It's Mr. Eddie Morris.
Eddie, you get a copy?
What's going on, brother?
When you exited the tunnel, did you think you were going to finish that?
Bro, I was on a mission.
I mean, that was wild. Like, at least I can talk to you and not be like, feel bad because you didn't do anything kind of wrong there at the end of the race. You just taking.
Oh, I shot myself in the butt in qualifying there, bud.
Yeah, I see that. No lap time, but I mean, you managed to find your way through the field. And
it was definitely interesting coming up through there. So,
I mean, you hit the short chute and you're fifth, and you come back from the short chute to the start finish line and you're third.
yeah, I mean, that's why we race them, I guess, huh?
Yeah, I mean, Kyle Larson lost one here in a pretty dramatic fashion. I don't think I've ever seen it as dramatic as what I just saw, but that was wild. And you had a front row view of it.
Oh man,
Almost
talk about
too-
a front review. Like if you go
almost
back
too
in the
close.
first wreck, yeah, it was real close. Talking about real
You-
close, go back to that first wreck, bud. You want to see real close?
Oh,
Check my in-car on that.
I believe it. Trust me, as the team owner, I was like, oh my God, this is not good.
I'm just glad I wore my brown driver suit today.
They go along with the brown car. Always
right.
wear your brown
And the
pants,
brown
and you
seat.
never gotta worry about it.
That's right.
But just real happy you got a third. I know you are like right there with the points. I think might keep you right there, and you're having a heck of a year so far.
Yeah, appreciate it, man. Honestly, I thought we were at Bristol. I thought I was talking to Quali the other day, and I thought he said something about Bristol. So when I logged into the session, it kind of got me by surprise when it said Pocono. So I was like, oh my goodness. Because I already had myself mentally, built up for Bristol because I love Bristol. I'm like 45 minutes down the road from Bristol. But yeah. Bristol
Well,
to
with all the
Pocono's a big
crashes
difference.
and wrecks out, it kind of felt like a race.
Oh yeah, it definitely did. just a little bit further between the walls on the inside and the outside. You had a little bit
Yeah.
more in there. But yeah, same,
Definitely not as much
same
of
thing.
the self-cleaning.
Oh, I know, man, and that's like whenever they wrecked on the coming to the checkered there. It's kind of like one of those things you got to pick a direction and go, and it's not like a self-cleaning track where you know where they're going to go, so you just have to go opposite of it. These tracks, man, where they're flat, they just you got to dodge them.
And you did, and you dodged it all the way to third. I can't say that I'm happy as I can be right now.
Yeah, like I said, I just wish I'd have been able to qualify a little bit better and not had to spend 85-90% of the race in the back working my way up through that mess and
Well, depending on where you qualified, though, you might have got caught up in that first wreck. So who knows?
this is true. This is true.
It was a wild first lap. We've had this a couple weeks now. These first lap fracases. It needs to stop.
Yeah, man. I mean, you can't win it on the first lap, but you can't tell these
No.
people nothing. They're like sharks in bloody water, man. Like it just don't work. But
Well, luckily you ain't been a minnow.
no, I was probably like that when I first got on the service, but I've been on here for a little bit now, so I know I can't win it on the first lap, and I'm damn sure not going to try. So whenever more people figure that out, the better off the racing will be and everything else. But all in all, it's been a pretty decent season. I think this is about the only race that really sticks out in my mind as far as like a head scratcher. Like, man, why was there so many cautions there? You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah, definitely.
some people go back and watch what they done and learn from it and move forward. I guess that's all I can really say.
Any sponsors you want to plug before we let you go?
Oh yeah, man, for sure. Shout out to you guys for broadcasting the races and stuff. Accepting me on the team and everything. Glad to score some points for you guys. Morris Customs
Holy
for
shit.
my pretty awesome paint job that I have.
Thing is fire, by the way. Love it.
Hey, appreciate it. It matches my truck and my Xfinity car also. So I'm just too lazy to paint a damn next gen with it, but I'll get around to it eventually.
Don't blame me at all.
But yeah, man, Extreme Forces Racing League for having all of us, the admins, Dean Qualley. I don't really care for Brady Floyd. I'm just kidding. I really don't like him, but I'll shout him out. I was just playing. But nah, he's cool.
Shit.
Nah, he's cool. Dev Sports Cards. If you guys are into that sort of thing, one of my buddies I race with in another league. He has an eBay auction thing, and he buys, sells, and consigns some sports cards. So if anybody's interested in that, just check him out on eBay, Dev Sports Cards. And yeah, man, that's about it. That's all I got. And appreciate everybody that lets me do this every week.
Well, we appreciate you for doing it.
Congratulations once again on your podium. We'll see you next week. What is it, the Roval, TJ?
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
Oh yeah, I'm ready
it
for the
is
Roval,
done.
boys. I just got done with that 24-hour race. We in there like swimwear.
Yeah.
I'll get my
So did
on.
So did my broadcast partner, and he fared pretty well.
Nice.
Yes, we did.
Cool.
We won by 32 laps.
Nice. I only had 2 X's in all of my stints.
I think we ended up with 59.
Oh, nice. Yeah,
as a team.
As a team, we had like 120 something. So I was kind of frustrated, but hey, whatever. It was fun.
Yeah, just have fun with it.
That's right.
All right, brother. Congratulations again, my friend.
Appreciate you guys.
All right, TJ, we got one more interview, and he asked us to pull him up in here. It's Mr. Tyler Aspinall. Tyler, welcome to the broadcast booth, my friend.
Hey, guys.
What's up, dude?
I feel like I jinxed you.
Yeah, you want to know the funny thing? My mom came in literally as you said that and said, TJ picked you for tonight. I'm like, oh, looks like I got the commentator's curse. And it was starting to look really good. And right when I forgot that you cursed me, it happened. So,
I mean, I'll be honest with you. I'm surprised that you guys went to a third green, white checker. I mean, you guys were. And I hope I'm not telling you what to do, but I hope you mention because
you cut.
I don't. I said I hope you might mention that to certain people because I'm not really sure why you went to.
Well, it all started whenever me and Brad decided to go off strategy from everybody else, and it led to the point where the last 95 cautions we had, we didn't hit, and it led up to me and him being right up at the front. I was able to stay at the front. I think Brad got screwed on like 3 cautions before the last green white checkered or something I don't know. I lost track.
Well, he pitted and died.
Yeah, something along those lines. But I just decided to stay out because if I would have pit, race would have been over. Blah blah blah. And it got to the point where I calculated that for the second green white checkered that I would be good, no problems. But if we were to get another yellow, then I would not be able to make it to the end. And I was just praying to God. And I honestly, this is kind of bullcrap because I crossed the line when the white flag was coming out.
Oh yeah, we saw.
Yeah, I crossed the line while the white flag was out, still under green. Then we get the caution, and they're extending it even more, which I don't know what iRacing is doing there, to be honest. They need to try to update that to real life standards.
I mean, if you go by how NASCAR would go by it when the caution lights are displayed, Dustin Dean's about to cross the start finish line, third at the time.
Right.
So that means you and William George were well beyond because he was, what was part of the crash.
I don't know. That's nothing with how the admin set it up. That's not the admin's fault. That's completely the game's fault. Yeah.
And I'm surprised that they didn't just, maybe take a look at that and be like, hey, we need to call this thing, but it is what it is, I guess.
They say they go off of whatever iRacing does, so there's nothing I can do about that. But honestly, just for the convenience, I think iRacing should probably update that feature. Anyway, by miracle, you could only imagine I was just staring at my fuel calculator. I got it down to where I was using 0.5 a lap under green. Then I was able to hold everybody back up enough under caution that you only use 0.1 a lap. And I had 1.3 whenever we were 3 to green. And I hit 1.0 as we were exiting turn 3 coming to the green. So whenever we were going to run out, it was going to be exiting turn 3. And whenever I ran out, it was exiting turn 3. And I did the one thing that my gut told me to do, and that was try to block William. And I realized that might have been a little bit too late to block him, but it was the only shot I had at winning.
I don't hold it against you.
Yeah, it's the last lap. I'm going for the win. He's going for the win. I mean, at that point, I guess Frank Hughes was going for the win, which I guess congrats to him. Yeah,
in the heat of the moment, I don't hold that move against you one bit. If I was in your shoes, I can't say I wouldn't have done the same thing.
Right. That's the thing. I don't know if anybody's gonna start complaining. I'm sure somebody will start complaining, and I'm not gonna try to start anything, but I can name about 10 people right now that would have done the same thing. So I'm just saying, if anybody's looking for any apologies, they're not getting them.
Well,
that's how you stick to your guns.
I would. I mean, frankly, I don't think there should have been a third green white. There was, and unfortunately, that's what happened. But I mean, you ran a good race, and you made me look like a genius, so you ran out of fuel.
Yeah, it's all right. Maybe next
It
week.
happens.
Just don't pick. I'm good at the Roval, so pick somebody like, I don't know, Brad Stefane. Pick him next week. Bring my teammate back up. Just kidding. Love you, Brad.
I told AJ at the top of the show when I picked you, I said he's due. It seems like he's another one. He's always in position, and for whatever reason, just can't get to the line. And I mean, it was like watching Dale Jr. at Charlotte there that one year, and you were out of steam when needed not to be.
All right, Tyler Aspinall, great race. Unfortunate running out of gas coming out of turn 3. We go to the Roval. You say you're good, but how good we talking?
Good as in I'm confident I can win as long as TJ does not say my name once during that broadcast.
Not once?
Not once. If you're gonna refer to me as the driver of the 92.
Okay. By the way, I'm not sure, but there is potential around lap 5. You might need to go listen to some audio. I think one might have got slipped in.
Do I need to put it back on the car?
Just go verify around between lap 3 and 6. Go take a listen.
Because nobody said it in the chat. Usually the chat blows up.
Well, you were quiet, but I don't think you were quiet enough, and I don't even think you knew you said it.
You thought you could slip one past me, AJ, couldn't you?
I didn't think about anything at that point, apparently.
He mentions an old friend of ours, and I think he didn't even realize. I think he let one go. If he didn't, it definitely rhymed with it.
Did I say truck? Because I've been saying mother trucker.
I don't know. All I know is it ended in UCK.
All right, everybody, we got to close up shop because I got another stream in about 10 or 15 minutes. But yeah, Tyler Aspinall, congratulations with the, what was that, P12? Whoa, 11. I thought it was 4.
Was it 11? I thought it was 12.
P11.
Oh.
I've got him in 12th on mine.
I'll tell you one thing, it'll be a DQ by tomorrow morning.
Oh, boy.
Jeez.
All right.
I hope not, for your sake.
See you.
Possibly.
See you later, everybody.
All right, yeah, we'll see you, AJ. See you, TJ. Thank you, guys.
Later.
Bye, everybody. We're closing up.
We outie. 5,000. Keep it sleazy.
Peace.
From Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.